Beautiful, beautiful. Hello, peoples. Hello, peoples. For anybody who's coming in on the VOD, it has been a long time since I've streamed, I know, and I'm grateful to be here today. I was called to stream today, so we'll see what the day brings us. And it's my first stream in the new setup. I've moved again rooms completely. So it's the whole new spot, testing out everything. So let me know. Oops, let me know if I left my phone on. Jeez, sorry about that. I always forget. I even told myself, make sure you put your phone on vibrate, and I forgot anyway. Silly me. Okay, there we go. It's on vibrate, so it shouldn't ding, ding, ding anymore. Let's see, where was I? Okay, yeah, I was called to stream today, this afternoon. I've got a little bit of time, a couple hours before I have to go. So this is what I was called to do. So I'm going to start with a sweet ass affirmation because I think on Tarot Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, we should start off with a good affirmation. This is 2 decks in here, so it's like a massive amount of cards. So I'm just doing a quick sort of little shuffle, and then I'm going to count. Oh, and they're falling out everywhere. Uh-oh, don't click my mouse. You're doing weird stuff, cards. Okay. All right, let's pull this one. This is the one I pulled. What affirmation is it today? I've had a great day today so far. It's been a good morning, and I went for this thing called Dress for Success because I'm job hunting, and they hooked me up with like all these free clothes and shoes. Oh man, I'm looking forward to giving a fashion show to somebody later. But yeah, and then I got a new fan today, and yeah, it's just been so far a really great day, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the rest of the day has to bring. Okay. Oh, I love it already. Because I work for the universe, my retirement plan is lit. Oh, I believe that. I believe the fuck out of that. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see what it says here. If you can live as an inspiration to all who encounter you, you are truly living your light. Profound bliss comes in the form of service to what is right, not the success that a traditional career helps you achieve. Enjoy the sparkling lights of the fun and luxury that this world offers, but don't let them distract you. You will always be embraced, nourished, and protected if you honor your magnificent mission to serve Gaia. When you work for the universe, you'll never be broke, unemployed, or deprived again. Oh, I really like that. I really feel like I can relate to that right now. Because well, I started off the stream by saying I've been job hunting. I've been, trying to get back into working since, the whole pandemic and stuff, and because that's what I should be doing. But yeah, I'd rather work for the universe and see where my riches come from. So we'll see what happens there. That is an amazing affirmation. For me, anyway. That's a great affirmation for me. If it's for you too, great. And if not, well, if it resonates, if it doesn't, say la vie. Say it la vie, sugar. All right, I'm going to put these cards away. And I'm going to start with a read for the collective. I'm going to start with Queen of the Moon Oracle. Actually, before I even start with that, I guess I should like advertise a little bit. I haven't really told anybody that I'm streaming right now. So my ad's going to start right away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it start right away while I, let people know what the heck I'm doing. So that's what we're going to do. Run the ad. I'll be right back. things. So I don't have to do that over and over again. Let's see, copy live for a couple of hours, free readings. Boo, yeah. All right, we're tweeting that. We're going to tweet that. What else am I going to do? I can Facebook it. I should Facebook it. Right. Yes. Let's go to Facebook. I'm going to go home. And just not let everyone know. Not that, you know, everyone is probably at work here where I am, but anyway. I'm going to post that anyway. Done on Facebook. There we go. All right, where else? Oh, Discord, of course. Silly me, silly me. We're going to the bread store. Start there. I haven't promoted myself there for a long time. Well, I haven't been here for a while. I haven't been on for a while either, though. So, what do you do? All right, and we'll go into My Full Moon Tribe. We're going to do, what are we going to do? We go to announcements. That's what we're going to do. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so there we go. It's so long since I've streamed. I'm almost like feeling bad to like promo myself anywhere else, but I am gonna go into Kari's because I love Kari and I miss her. All right, there we go. Now I've actually let some people know that I'm streaming. That might help, right? There we go. I could also change to tarot, but I thought I'd mix it up with just chatting today. I'm not even sure why. I wanted to switch it up. So there we go. That's what we're doing. So live for a couple hours. Am I missing anything here? Ooh, I am missing something. Ooh, give me a second. I gotta check on something. I'm being messaged. It's important. All right, let's see what this has to say. Do. Aw. That's sweet. All right. Go send a massage. Good. We're done sending that message. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back up here. And caught up. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna close that for now. We can get rid of that. And that, and that. Everything is good. Excellent. All right, I'm all caught up. Had to respond. Thank you for your patience. All right, now we're going to start with a read for the collective. I'm just going to start pulling messages that anyone may need to hear today. So give me a moment to just gather myself. So I'm going to do the bell for a minute to cleanse the vibrations in the air. Those vibrations feel really good. I love it. They're still going. Just a little. Okay, there we go. Here. And we're going to start with messages. does everyone need to hear today? From a positive, neutral place. Let's see what's out there. There we go. All right, so how's everybody's day going so far? Like I said, my day has been really, really good. I've had some unexpected surprises, some expected surprises. It's all abundant. I'm feeling really good about it. Oh, you know what? I forgot to pull out the chicken for dinner. Shit. Okay, I gotta do that. Okay. I gotta pull out the chicken for dinner. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna put that in here in case anybody shows up. Forgot to pull out the chicken for dinner. BRB. Hearts, because I love everyone. All right. Be right back. Trip on those. Don't do that. Don't do that. All the way down in the basement. Oh, my goodness. 2 flights of stairs. Twice. So it keeps me in shape, this house, and forgetting things in the basement. Thank you for your patience. I actually really needed to make sure I pulled out my chicken for dinner. I don't want it all rock hard frozen when I'm trying to cook it later. Oh my goodness. With everything going on, I totally forgot about it. Which is probably why no cards were coming out as I was shuffling, because the universe was like, there's something you need to remember. Also, I forgot my cat outside too. Oh, there we go. So I forgot my cat outside, but she's inside now. And I pulled out my chicken. Okay, so I'm going to take another minute, bring myself back, ground myself back. Oh, pardon me. All right. Okay, this feels good. All right. Back from a neutral, positive place. Let's get back into doing a read for the collective. Please, universe, any messages we have to share? Let's let them out now. So we need to hear them now or later. Let's get those messages out there. What do we need to hear today? Myself included, perhaps. It's for the collective, and I'm part of the collective. Let's see. The first one we have is boundaries. Of course, boundaries is always the first one that comes out. So what I'm feeling here is that you're figuring out your boundaries here right now, right? There's this flower, like it's just kind of coming out. You're just kind of blossoming into. That's what I'm feeling. You're just blossoming into. This is almost a full moon too. So I feel like you're just blossoming into stepping into these boundaries and this empowerment you have going on here. It's still a work in progress. I still feel like there's some nurturing that you need to do for yourself. Because it's not quite a full moon yet, right? It's not showing like full completion, but it is showing that beginning blossoms that is starting to happen, right? You can see she's got that bubble around herself. So she's setting up those boundaries for herself, understanding what those boundaries are for herself as well. And perhaps also a little bit of understanding that perhaps there's too much boundaries, from past incidences, and that you need to open up a little bit. And, let's see, we've got hunger and will. So what I'm sensing here is that you feel like you're missing something here. You feel like you need this to come to this completion. You're hungry for the cycle to like very quickly come to this completion. But there's some stuff that you still need to do, right? So see how these moons are like almost the same, because even though you hunger for the cycles to already be completed and to already be healed and done, it's never, first of all, it's never really done. We're always learning and growing and evolving, because if we stop learning and growing and evolving, then that's when we're in the grave, right? So energy needs to keep going. It can't stay stagnant. So even though you're hungering for this full moon completion that's in your future, it's not that it's unattainable, but it's saying that you need the will to get there. You need the will and the strength to get there for yourself. So you're almost at that point where you can get to this completion. Okay, but you need to keep working on yourself a little bit, right? And the will implies that there are certain things that you have control over in this situation, right? Sometimes there's certain situations we don't have control. It's outside of our control. But the will card implies that you have the will within you to complete what you need to do to get to this cycle that you're so hungry for. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting here. See what else is coming out. What else do we have to say today? What else does everyone need to hear today? Okay, so once you have the will to work through the rest of the work that you need to do, which could be, it could be different for everybody here, right? It could be letting go of things that no longer serve you. It could be letting go of situations, an old job, old friendships that no longer serve you, bad habits that no longer serve you. Those really test our will, right, in life. Those are our strongest tests of will, usually, is things that we need to have the strength to walk away from. And that's like the test from the universe going, are you strong enough? Are you strong enough? If you are, you're rewarded. If you are, you're rewarded. And if not, you just stay exactly where you are, right? Which, I mean, you're just in the beginning stages of this huge blossoming. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to throw that here. My cat being a shit. She is. You see, there's just like this one little blossom. So that means there's still more to go. That can bloom more. There could be more flowers. It's it's just at the beginning stages here for you, right? That's why you're like hungering for this completion. But you don't need to hunger so much. Just allow things to be, right? Just allow the cycle to happen. Just go with the flow and have the will to stand up for your boundaries and have the will to let go of your boundaries when they're being too armored, right? You have to know yourself and know thyself. Because I know for me, quite often I have a pretty hard armor on, and it can be difficult for me to let that armor down to come from a heart place, from a place of heart, rather than a place of judgment or a place of victimhood. So that I can actually authentically look at myself and my own behaviors and actions, which at the end of the day is the only thing I really have control over in this life, right? I can't control Joe Schmo. I can't control my sister and how she acts. I can't control my best friend and how she acts. I can't control my man and how he acts. I can only control myself and how I act. So my responsibility in this walk, in this life right now, is to have the will and the strength to be able to do that. And once I do, it leads to this great path, right? It leads you to this great path, this new beginning, which is great timing because we're in a new moon. So it's a perfect time for these new beginnings and new transformations of perspective, situations, jobs, attitudes, all kinds of things, right? I mean, this could be different things for different people, but the energies this week specifically are definitely transformative. So allow those transformations to come into your life. Go with the flow there. I think I think that's really working for me. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's going to lead you to that abundance and of that which you hunger for. Look at that. Abundance 44, right? No, it's 38. It's 44 in another deck. I have other decks. But still, 38. And you know what is really great here too is because now that I look at it, right? So here you have this completion, this hunger that you're craving for. And that's number 29. 2 plus 9 is 11. And then it leads to, right, this abundance, which is the full moon completion that you're looking for, which is number 38. And 3 plus 8 is what? 11. So you're gonna get to this full moon abundance coming to you. Oh my goodness, this is great. I just love this. What else we got going on? Okay, we've got some acceptance going on here. So this makes sense because once you work on yourself and you have the will to look at your bad habits and what you need to work on, you have to come from a place of acceptance. If you can't accept yourself in totality, including your shadow self and your dark self, how do you expect to change yourself if you're in denial of yourself the entire time? Oh, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. Then how can you change that to lead you to a new path of abundance here, which is what you're hungering for, right? So accepting all of you, the dark parts of you, or not so much the dark parts of you, but the parts that you would consider a weakness or the things you wouldn't want to look at within yourself, right? There's a lot of things we don't want to look at and see within ourselves, but it can be turned into good things. So like, for example, like I am Aquarius, which is a fixed sign, which means in general, I can be pretty stubborn, right? On top of that, my rising sign is Taurus, which is the bull, which is like out of all the signs, that's like the stubborn bull. You know what I mean? So I have a lot of stubbornness in my personality, which can work against me sometimes when I'm, got the blinders on, I'm being stubborn. I'm like, no, I'm fixed in this ideology or whatever. And it can take a lot to snap me out of that. And to, I could be stubborn to change, things like that, which is funny because I'm also an air sign, which means I'm very fluid. So I have a lot of like contrasting stuff there. But the thing about being stubborn is if you accept that part of yourself, it can work for you instead of against you, right? So let's say you're passionate about a cause and you're not going to give up on it. That stubbornness can work for you when you funnel it into the right direction, right? So that's the example that I'm giving at this point in time is within myself, is that stubbornness can very, very much work for me or against me, depending, right? But if I don't accept the fact that I'm stubborn, it's always going to work against me. Oh, I'm not stubborn. I'm very fluid to change, and yet I'm not. I'm rigid. You know what I mean? Like, so in order to make that weakness into a strength, or in order to work on that part of myself, I need to come from a place of acceptance within myself, right? So never deny those parts of yourself that are coming through and that you think are negative or that you don't want to look at. Take some time, look at them, face yourself, and use them to make you a better person instead of allowing them to drag you through the mud, right? And again, this is going to lead you to this new path and abundance once you can accept all parts of yourself. Ooh, we've got pleasure in reverse. So to me, that means it's just something like it's something not to focus on, but it's something that's like you need to allow yourself pleasure. It's okay. This phase of your life is pleasure, which is part of this abundance and new path, because I mean, and it's going to be like a lot of pleasure. That's why it's in reverse, because none of my cards here have a reverse meaning. So it just means that it's like intensified, like not just pleasure, but like super pleasure, like realize this pleasure is here, right? And it's here waiting for you. Once you get to this place of acceptance and you can accept all of this for yourself, the pleasure and abundance that are coming through for you in your life are spectacular. Oh my goodness, this is really exciting. What else do we got here? Ooh, we've got some extremes. So I feel like this is a warning, right? Because you still got like this kind of hot full moon. And it is a very hot moon. It is. There's a lot of passion in there. Definitely. The warning that comes with the extremes is to keep the emotions in check, right? It's just part of the spiritual journey for everyone, or, you know, an emotional journey or personal growth journey, however you want to word it, okay? Whichever form you want to put it in. When we're working on ourselves, it is part of our spiritual journey, but if you don't want to word it that way, that's fine. It's just a you journey. That's fine, okay? And we're all here to work on ourselves. That is the point and the purpose, okay? So this extremes warns you of your own extreme emotions that could come through. They could be very, very good and passionate, right? It's a hot moon, and you can see it's all looking very, very hot summer night, intense passion, which is, you know, coming right after pleasure. I'm kind of getting like a really good vibe from this. So like this whole like completion, new path, abundance, the pleasure and these like this hotness that's coming with the pleasure is like, ooh, oh my goodness. I think I need a fan. It's getting a little hot in here. Like, ooh. I mean, it does come like with a little bit of a warning, the card itself. Again, like I said, to just be careful that you're not being like too hot-headed or allowing your emotions to get away from you. But because it is coming out right after like intense pleasure with this abundance, I'm feeling really good things about it. I feel like it's just focusing even more. It's not just going to be pleasure. It's like extreme pleasure. It's like extreme abundance, this new path, this bright new day that's waiting. It's just like you come to this acceptance of yourself, and the amount of amazingness that's coming at you here is, like I said, like, ooh, honey. Do not deny yourself these wonderful things. Please do not deny yourself these wonderful things. Have the will to, get to this place of acceptance within yourself, because these things are just, you want that. I want that. I want that. That's great. And in a reverse, we have surrender, which complements this acceptance card. Just surrender. Allow yourself to come to a place of acceptance. Allow yourself this pleasure. Allow yourself these intense, hot summer nights. Allow yourself this new beginning. Allow yourself this abundance. This surrender, because it's in reverse, it's not just saying like surrender to it. It's like surrender, like allow yourself, just give it up. Give it all up and just go, all right, universe, what do you have in store for me? Please bring it on. Give it to me, like that's the vibes I'm really getting here from that. And I just think that's so spectacular. I'm really digging that. I'm really, really, really digging these. These are all really great messages for some new beginnings, some abundance, for some extreme emotions going on here. Hi, Katia. It has been so long. I'm sorry about that. Lots of stuff has been going on in my world. It's been leveling up journey, and my energies were chaotic. But I was called to stream today, so here I am, wanting to say hello and catch up with everybody. So it's nice you popped in. Thank you. No, it's me. I've seen you streaming here and there, but I've been so busy. Yeah, I've only streamed a couple of times. Like here and there is really, so it's all good. It's all good. And yeah, it's been a busy time for everyone, so all good. I want to share with you how amazing your reading was for me before. Yeah, oh, I'm so excited. Do tell. Do tell what happened. Oh, I've got an ad starting in 2 minutes. I'm going to snooze that. Because I am excited. I'm exciting. I am excited to hear all about it. I was just doing a kind of read for the collective for everyone who joined in, and it's all looking like super great over here too, by the way. So I'll do like a little recap, because it came up with, started off with boundaries and how like these boundaries were just beginning to blossom for you. You were really just starting to face those boundaries, or for whoever, right? Really just starting to see them and understand them. They were just blossoming, and you were really kind of in a place where you're hungering for this completion of a cycle. And the will card came out to imply that you have the will and the strength to be able to continue on that journey to get to this completion that you're hungering for. And it's going to lead you to this new path. Okay? See, all sunshine and rainbows, and the abundance card came out after. So like this new path is just so amazing. And we've got acceptance, which was about accepting the parts of yourself that you consider weaknesses and turning them into strengths. And this was going to lead to so much pleasure for you, like extreme, amazing pleasure for you. And the universe is just encouraging you to surrender to all of this goodness so that your abundance and new path can come in. This has just like been such a spectacular collective read. I've really been enjoying it. So I just had to recap it. So if any of that resonates for you, hopefully it does. This is an amazing confirmation of where I am since your last reading with me. Yes, great. Wow, I love this collective reading. Me too. I'm loving this reading. I mean, like this upside down pleasure, like this amount of pleasure that's coming. Wow. And then the extreme hot moon right after it, like, woo, if you don't have a boyfriend, you probably gonna at least have a boyfriend or a couple hot nights or something, because that just seems like some But it could just also not be physical pleasure and just lead to like this new path and abundance, right? So, and this surrender upside down was just such a confirmation to just allow, bring yourself to allow, continue working on yourself. You have the will and the strength to get yourself there. Just again, this acceptance, which is, was really strong, of turning weaknesses into strengths. And then they were going to work for you instead of working against you. And I was using my stubbornness as an example because I'm a fixed sign, I'm Aquarius, and then my rising sign is Taurus, which is stubborn as well. So if I'm in denial of my stubbornness and myself, then it's just going to work against me, right? So being able to look at the darker parts of yourself, or the parts that you think you don't like, or the parts that you think are weaknesses, and actually bringing them to a place of acceptance, then you can turn it into a strength. So then my stubbornness can work for me in the sense that, like, if I'm determined to achieve something, well, I can be pretty stubborn and persistent and not give up, right? So in that sense, the stubbornness can be a real strong a strength for me rather than a weakness. But again, it starts with acceptance, right? And exactly resistance. It talked about the overt and covert things that seemed in my way. It encouraged me to take things as they came instead of holding tension with them, and to practice acceptance. Well, that acceptance is still coming back up, but you're getting there though, because I see like completion coming. You have there's like 3 full moon cards in here, right? You've got the hunger, and then you've got the abundance, and then you've got the hot moon. So that trifecta is just an amazing confirmation that don't fear that acceptance, continue to surrender to it. And the pleasure and the abundance card, I'm excited. I was like, ooh, I'm excited for this goodness. I am. I've been reeling at that time from a rejection for a PhD application that I'd sent in and was rejected. I had a momentary resistance to it where I was feeling anger and tension. That card encouraged me to let it go and just recenter on knowing that this was right for me and to trust the timing. And I still absolutely agree and confirm with that. Everything happens in divine timing and for divine reasons. So if perhaps the universe felt you weren't ready for it yet, or perhaps there was a reason why it needs to wait, or perhaps there's just a different path for you. Maybe the teacher there really sucked this year and would have ruined your whole career. It could just be something weird like that. Like, you just never know. And that's why I always try to have blind faith when I don't understand, when things are foggy, when things are unclear. Those are the best times to go, okay, I don't understand what's happening, and even though this seems turbulent, I know everything is happening for me and not against me, and I'm going to have faith that this is best for me, right? Because we're always at where we're meant to be, right? And everything that's happened to us in our past has brought us to where we are and made us who we are. So let's see, the second card with the last reading was boundaries. Wow. The mantra from that I practiced was, I can say yes or no with authenticity and clarity. Yes. From that, I realized that the university was not the only one saying no. I realized it was also not the time for me, and I was also feeling no. There you go. And that's good that you were able to see that within yourself. And that was the real reason why it didn't come through, because the universe, even when we try and convince ourselves of something, we pull in and vibrate to the frequency we're at. So sometimes we manifest things even though they go against what we think we manifest, because what we're feeling is really what we're manifesting, if that made any sense. See, the last card from that reading back in April was growth. It talked about how willow trees look weak above ground, right? While they grow. I remember that card. But they're digging through an elaborate root system to give them that grounding, right? That really helped me center and ground myself. Amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. And I don't know if you remember, but I had a swarm. I remember that. Oh my God. And one got inside your house, right? And we were making bee jokes in the entire stream. That was so funny. I very much remember outside when I met you. And I was on that stream. Yeah, I do. I very much remember that. And you pulled an angel card for me that was about geometric shapes, right? Metatron, I think it was, right? You went out of your way to look up the meaning of hexagon and bees. Yeah, because we felt they were so connected. That's right. The hexagon was a symbol of the heart and listening to your own heart. And bees in a swarm meant that you should consult with your support group to move forward. Your stream and the community. And I found there really was that for me. Yeah, I'm so glad to hear that. It was such a good day. It was such a beautiful, connected day. Like, wow. I love things like that. It was so great. It really was. Yeah, that was hilarious. We couldn't like be funnier that day. Okay, I'm not gonna go there again. No, no, no. But I had to do it at least once. So I can't thank you enough. Oh, no worries. That's, the connection and things like that is what I'm here for. I say a little prayer before I start every time that the right connections are made and who's meant to be there will be. And so when things flow like that so beautifully, it just, it makes my heart grow 10 sizes too big. And I know there's an ad now, so I'm going to stay quiet for a minute. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. Oh, you made my day. I appreciate you. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you. I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Such a blessed day. No, I usually don't. Ah, I see. I see. Hmm. How could we do that? I'm just trying to think. Because I mean, I could post it. The only thing is that because I'm an affiliate, Twitch owns my content for 24 hours. So, I mean, I could start posting my streams on YouTube, like the full streams for anybody who wants to watch. Um, but I wouldn't be able to for 24 hours. I'm just wondering, are my VODs turned off? Give me a second here to just like play around in my stream manager. I may have turned my VODs off because I gotten like this copyright thing when I was playing this music. So I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll just turn the VODs off and then it won't be an issue. But I did notice, come on, go to the right place here. Creator dashboard. There we go. But I did notice none of my VODs were coming up. So I have mine automatically set to not post the VODs. I only sometimes post them. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's just it. I had them so they were coming up automatically, but then, like I said, I started playing this music and it was giving me a hard time. So I was like, well, if I'm playing the music and nobody's hearing the stuff anyway, but I decided just to not play the music. So I can also take notes for her. Yeah, take your time. I wonder too, like I can also take pictures of the cards and then we can post them in the Discord so she can see them. Or, like I said, in 24 hours, I can maybe post the whole thing in the Discord and maybe do it that way. That's one way I could do it. Right? Maybe that's what I'll do is, yeah, again, I have to wait 24 hours though before I can post it in my Discord. So I don't know. But let's see where my VODs are. I forget where that is. It's been a while since I've streamed, man. I gotta get in here. Play a little bit more. Here we go, VOD settings. Automatically save broadcast, yeah. Oh, here we go. When categories are added. Okay, so there we go. I turned my VODs back on, publish VODs. So hopefully that will update for this stream. I'm not sure if it will. Hopefully it will. And there we go. I'll just close that and go back here. Okay, so we'll see. Let's see. So hopefully it'll put the VODs back. I won't know until the stream is over. But yeah, so you can let me know if that works for you. And if not, I'll try and clip that, just her part, tomorrow evening. And then she can watch that part in more depth. So we can definitely do that. Sure. And she's okay with that? As long as she's okay with that too, obviously. That's an important part. But we can definitely see what kind of messages need to come through for her. Do we need to do like a general read for her, darling? I'm hearing an echo now for some reason. I said, are you? I did have my stream open by accident, but I closed that now. Are you still hearing an echo? I can still hear it. Oh no. Just let's see. I've got my stream on mute. Close that. I don't have any other tabs open. Maybe if I try refreshing. Right? It's just so weird though because I didn't change any sound settings. I did refresh my stream manager though, so maybe that'll help. It's better now? Okay, good. There we go. When all else fails, you know, like my man is IT manager, so it's always like turn it on and off, refresh it, right? So I'm glad the refresh helped with the echo. That makes me really happy. Excellent. That's so sweet of you. She really needs it. She's been feeling a little down lately. A general reading would be nice. Okay, perfect. I do need a little bit of information just to help me connect. Yeah, don't give me any details about her situation. But how about just something for me to be able to focus on her a little bit. Okay. I can give some broad info. Even just her sign, maybe. Let me know what her sign is. Just so I can, I have something to attach to energetically. If you know her sign or her birthday, I can figure out her sign. You know her birthday. I can give you my perspective of her. I don't know her sign really, but I know her energy as I see it. Okay, well, I tell you what. Focus on that energy. Focus on her for me, Katia. Okay? Aw, that's good. Perfect. Okay, so keep focusing on her here for me. Okay, we need some messages for Katia's friend. Katia's friend is feeling down, and she needs some messages. What guidance do we have to share with her friend? Reaching out for Katia's friend. What messages do we have there today? We've got nourishment. So nourishment is not just about physical. Nourishment is about spiritual and emotional as well. Path came out again. So nourishment is about the mental, the spiritual, and the physical. We are three parts. We're not just the mental and the body, right? We're the spiritual as well. So this card is always implying that all three parts of you, of her, needs to be nourished right now. Whatever she's going through, whatever is bringing her down, she needs to nourish her soul. So, nourish your mind by reading some self-help books, or books like Chicken Soup for the Soul that that's nourishing for the soul as well as for the mind, right? Because you're working your brain and your mental, but you're also nourishing the soul. It's also a good time to feed your body really good foods. Take care of her. The message is for her to really take care of herself here. Lots of water, good food, spoil yourself. I know sometimes when we're feeling really down, and I can be like that too. The first thing is I tend to want to do is to stop eating because I'm feeling angst and uncomfortable. But the best way to turn that around is with self-love and self-nourishment. So I highly recommend she starts there. Okay. Now she's got the path coming up. So whatever is coming, she's got new beginnings coming up, and which is leading to brighter days for wherever she is right now. Those brighter days, they're just right there, right? She just has to take those steps to get there. And I think when you're in a down place, it can be difficult. It can be difficult to motivate yourself to get onto that new path, right? So start. That's why I think the base here is nourishment for herself. To really love herself, give herself all of the love that she really needs, nourishing every part of herself, and then knowing and having this faith. And it's a really good succession because we've got 7, it leads right to the number 8, which leads right to the number 10, which we'll get to discernment. But it's just this beautiful flow. So this is as she's loving herself and nourishing the mind, body, spirit, all three, it's going to lead to this new beginning for her. Now, the discernment is, there may be some tricks, there may be some things coming up that she's gonna have to decide, is this good for me? Is this not good for me? Okay. And it's okay to ask those questions. Actually, it's most important for her to ask these questions. So I kind of feel like if this is about a relationship, maybe if she's on a breakup, for example, right? The best thing you can do is nourish yourself and love yourself to pick yourself back up. And it's going to lead to these new beginnings because, as I was saying earlier, we pull in the frequency we're vibrating to. So if we're down in the dumps, we're going to pull in more of that down in the dumps energy. So in order to flip that around and pull in the goodness, we really have to bring ourselves there. And that can be really difficult. And I think that's why the discernment card is here, because it's saying once you get to this place that you're going to work so hard to get to, don't let anybody take it away from you again. Use that discernment to be I don't think you're best for me. I worked really hard to bring myself this new beginning, and ain't nobody going to bring me down from that. I'm kind of getting a little shiver from that. I actually kind of got some goosebumps from that. I don't think you can see that, but I actually got some goosebumps from that. So that's really kind of what I'm feeling. Now, even if it's not about a relationship, it could be... it could be about a lot of things. Only she knows what she's down about and what's bringing her down, what her journey is, right? So and even if you look at the moon, the way they go in order, right, is getting fuller. It's all this beautiful flow, 7, 8, right to 10, so she's making some good jumps. She's making some good leaps. But this discernment is going to be very important. That's one to definitely watch out for. And I really just feel like it stems from this. Once you give yourself this whole trifecta and you bring yourself, you work so hard to bring yourself to this new beginning, this sunny days that are right there for you. You're going to think twice and make some discerning decisions before, you let anybody take that away from you or come in and mess with that. You know what I mean? It's kind of what I'm feeling there. I'm the same way with stress. Let's see. That's a great starting card. It is. Oh, this is already such a nice flow, as you say. Good. I'm glad. Because I'm feeling really good things about it. She showed me goosebumps on stream today when she read me an empowerment card. It is a very cute similarity today. That is. That very much is. Let's see what else we got going on. We've got protection. So that's coming out right with the nourishment and after discernment. So I think, and it's upside down. So it's like the focus. Like once you get to this place of nourishment and you're taking care of yourself in this new path, it is so important that you show discernment in order to protect yourself, keeping up those boundaries. And you're going to have to focus on it. It's going to take some work for you. It really, really is, but it's going to lead to this amazing blossoming. Full moon completion. Look at, right? Starts each one, the moons just get a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger until it's full. So this is just this amazing flow. And they're all still in order too. Look at, we got 7, 8, 10. This is 12. This is 14. This one's 24, but it's upside down anyway. So it's just saying that's just on top of the discernment. The discernment, you're going to need to discern to make these decisions in order for your own protection. But working on those boundaries and really focusing on them, because again, that is upside down as well. So really focusing on those boundaries that you're making for yourself during this healing process and new beginning. It's just, you can't get better than this blossoming card. I mean, awesome. Awesome. Oh, I'm really liking that reading. Oh, this is so sweet. It's literally a linear path, right? It just shows this perfect growth. And that to me says that it's the perfect path. You're right where you're meant to be. Don't stress. Just know that this is the path. And focus on you and your boundaries and nourishing yourself and taking care of yourself so you have this new beginning. And protect yourself by having this discernment when you're making decisions, by staying focused on yourself. Like, it's just awesome. Woo, just awesome. It's rare most of the cards come out in perfect order like that. It is true. Usually like up and down and I'm back and forth in the book and stuff. Oh, you're so very welcome. So very, very welcome. I hope that helps your friends. I really, really do. What I'll do right now, is I will take a picture of this reading. I'll try and spread it out a little bit. As you can see all the words. And I'll take a picture. Boom. Okay, now I'm going to go into my Discord. And let's see, do I have a channel for stream reads yet? Pardon me, I don't. Look at that. So we're going to make a new one. We call it Stream Reads. Great. All right. I'm going to go in there for... Oops, spell that right. T is friend. There we go. Space, add photo, and there we go. Okay, so the cards are in there, and then I don't have a very good memory all the time, Katia, so just let me know tomorrow on a tomorrow night or the next day, because like I said, it has to be 24 hours because Twitch owns my stream for 24 hours. But after that, I can clip it and I can I'll post the clip of the read as well as the picture. So if she wants a bit more of an in-depth, and that way you don't necessarily have to remember all the major details. You can give her a brief overview and then she can come back and check on it tomorrow night or the next day or however, whenever it works out. Divine timing. Divine timing. So thank you so much for joining my Discord. Say the words proper. I really appreciate that. And then and then that'll just be I think that's the easiest way. And then I'm glad because now it's let me make the new channel for stream reads, which will be set up for anybody else in the future anyway. So we're just pioneering. We're pioneering new ground. So thank you. I love that. I absolutely love that. It's so sweet of you. I really appreciate it. We'll give a reminder. Yeah, please do. Feel free to just send me a little message in Discord and be like, hey. Because let's see, tomorrow night, what's going on tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm not sure what I've got going on tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I might be doing a tour of my man's gym. He's been trying to get me to work out with him. So he has to book a tour. So we'll see. But I think that's all I really have going on right now. So that's fine. Can I do a reading for me as well? Of course, my dear. Of course. That's such a great idea to do stream reads channel. Right? That is a really great idea. It just makes it so much easier. I could take a picture, put it in there, and then the next day I can clip them and put them in there and tag the people. And then you just can go back and reference anytime, even myself. Because I don't always necessarily remember every single reading in depth, right? So oops. Hey. See, also, I was thinking right off the bat, the arms are like muscle goals for me. You're looking into going into the gym too. Oh, thank you. Yes, I've got to be in shape. I'm a little older, so gotta stay active. I've been going for bike rides. Now that the weather's really nice, and I've been trying to go for walks. But going to the gym is just going to be a good thing. I want to be a hot 50-year-old. That's what I want to be, right? Like, I'm not going to lie. I do have a little bit of vanity to me. I accept my dark side. And I want to be a hot 50-year-old. I tell you what. I'm not going to be your typical grandma. I refuse. Good times. Also, I was thinking, yeah, okay, I read that one too. Good. All right, my dear. Should we switch decks, maybe? Give you a little bit of a, let's see. I'm going to switch decks for this one for you, if that's all right. I would really like to. Yeah. Mix it up a little bit. I don't even need to put that in there right now, but move this over. I don't have, I just changed my setup. I moved rooms completely, so I only have a few decks here with me. What are you feeling? I'm feeling either my Earth Magic or my Healing with the Fairies. You let me know what you're feeling. And we'll go with that. Drink some water. The fairies, yeah. Oh, not just fairies. That's Choice Fairy deck was the very first deck I ever got besides tarot. Like, that's my first oracle deck I ever got. My mom bought it for me. Read like a rock and gem show, and they had the decks, and she got me the fairies. So that one will always have sentimental value for me. I took notes in April and journaled off of it for months until now. Oh, good. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Because the cards are meant to be a bridge from the subconscious to the conscious. So you're bringing forth those messages are just there for you to look at and to reflect. So to journal on them and continue to reflect is just, it's blessed. That's the way. This is the way. It's beautiful. Also, excellent choice on the Soda Stream. I think, yes, that is the Soda Stream bottle. I busted. I actually got it for my man for Father's Day a few years back. And let me tell you, he's IT. So he buys himself all the tech and he can be the most difficult person to shop for. I have tried to buy him gifts that he really likes, and sometimes they just sit on a shelf and gather dust. And he doesn't do it on purpose. It's just difficult to find things that he likes. But let me tell you, this Soda Stream, he's European and they drink a lot of sparkling water and flavored sparkling water over there. It's like a thing. They just love it. He doesn't drink plain water. So he just loves the shit out of that thing. Oh, please, if you want to make a clip, I'm not going to stop you. Excellent. Let's see. I love how you describe tarot. Thank you. And that is so relatable about buying gifts for some people. Yeah, right? I mean, you try and do your best, but, you know, I drink sparkling water constantly. Nice. Okay, I'll shut up and listen to my reading. No, it's okay. But yeah, actually, it's funny that the tarot, I took a course just this year to just about getting more in depth, closer with the actual tarot instead of oracle cards. But that's like one of the things that that came up was that, you know, that's what we use the tarot for, is the bridge between the subconscious and the conscious mind. And then the fortune telling aspect is more just possibilities, sorry, which are always up for change depending on the course of actions that you take, right? Okay, so we're doing a general for you, I assume. You could just confirm that for me, my dear. And I'll refresh the energies and the vibrations. Well, the first one that popped out was parenting and children. But I haven't really had a chance to like focus yet, so I'm just gonna say that's not actually part of the reading. I don't really feel like, but it's something that was there. We'll keep that. We're gonna pin that one. Okay. Aww. No worries, no worries. You take your time. Take a breath. You know what I'm gonna do? I have an ad starting right away. I'm trying to remember that my past experience with my parents is my past. That it is. That it is, my dear. And I can relate to that. I don't exactly have the best parents or had the best parents. So yeah, it's in the past, you know? That's healing. And it only influences my present if I let it. Yeah, I'm not even like, this isn't a part of this reading. Was an amazing inspiration. Yeah, no, I felt that it wasn't. But it did pop out as a note. So I'm glad that it's resonating with you. It is your reading after all. So I'm just going to snooze the reading for a minute. Let's see what's coming up for Katia. What messages does she need to hear? What's came out upside down? Right. Okay, so we've got financial flow. That's a good one. And awakening your true self. Oh, that's really good. That. We'll read these from the book. We'll get a bit more perspective. Thank you for the messages. Can we have one more, please? Do we have anything else for Katia right now? Oh, we got peace of mind. That's really good. That's really good. I feel like there's another one in there for you. I don't know why. What else do we have? Is there another? Oh, yeah, pop right out. Letting go. There we go. There we go. That's a good flow. All right, let's see. Let's see what it's all about for you, sugar. Financial flow. Here we go. Okay. You have manifested a new sense of abundance in your life. Any financial blocks have successfully been removed, and you are now in the flow of increased prosperity. Congratulations. Your finances are moving up to a new level. You have been praying for increased flow and have been visualizing greater wealth. Your positive thoughts and desires have resulted in a rich vein of abundance energy coming your way. This good fortune not only applies to money, but also to increased opportunities in your personal and professional life. The fairies, who are supreme experts in manifestation, advise you to keep a positive and joyful heart as you experience your wonderful new state. Awakening your true self. Oh my goodness. Continually affirm, I graciously accept good into my life right now. I graciously accept good into my life right now. I'm going to say it again. I graciously accept good into my life right now. And I deserve abundance. I deserve abundance. If you find that this financial flow ever becomes interrupted, ask the fairies to help you adjust your thoughts and emotions so you can graciously and willingly accept all of the gifts that you so richly deserve. Affirmation, they got another one. I am financially secure. I am supported abundantly today and every day in my future. I am financially secure. I am supported abundantly today and every day in my future. Okay, so you've got this amazing change of flow happening. Which I'm assuming is tied into because you're awakening your true self, or it's leading to, but I feel like they're tied together. So you're beginning to recover your natural identity, including your old sense of humor, interests, passions, and desires. Trust that any confusion or changes you're currently experiencing are part of your healthful evolution. As if a cloud has lifted from your mind and heart, you're beginning to see life from the perspective of your old self. Now, when they say old self here, I'm feeling like it could be from your inner child or even maybe from a past life as well. So don't limit it to just this life right now, your adult life. That's kind of what I'm feeling, okay? So you just went through a period where you just gave up who you are to please another person. You buried your interests, ignored your friends, and tried to fit into another person's lifestyle. Now your old self is emerging. You're back. And as you recover your authentic self, your life and your personality are going through big changes. Hold tight and allow these changes to occur. The fairies ask you to trust that the parts of your life and personality that are falling away are inauthentic and false. Know that you are building a solid foundation of truth and that everything is working out perfectly right now. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that, Queenie Leo. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. So the affirmation we have here is, I now give myself permission to be true to myself. I love your hair. Thank you. Thank you. I just recently did half blue and half purple, but it kind of fades out pretty quick. So I'm going to have to redo it and really get it all vibrant really soon. But I was having fun with it. I like color. So awesome. Okay, I got to catch up a little bit here. Yeah, I feel like I missed a message. Let's see. Can you restart this awakening self one? I'm really resonating with this, but trying to take notes. Otherwise, I can just see in the VOD. Yeah, I can restart it if you'd like. Which the beginning card meaning? Queenie's a friend of yours? Oh, that's awesome. I love seeing all the friends together. Hi, friends. Hi, friends. I shared your stream with my friends. Oh, that's so nice of you, Katia. Thank you. We share the love here, right? As much as we can, which we should just do all the time. I'm in the second card of my reading, Queenie. Yep. Can I hear this card from the start, Mom? Yes, you can. I will start it over. But did you ask? It was just a general read. Yeah, that's right. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I'll start it over for you, okay? So awakening your true self. You're beginning to receive your natural identity, including your old sense of humor, interests, passions, and desires. Trust that any confusion or changes you're currently experiencing are part of your healthful evolution. Oh, I just noticed that you gave us $3 tip, Katia. Thank you. I gotta fix my sound. I don't have my headset on. So if I turn it up, should be able to hear. Let's test the widget. Hang on, I'm gonna test. There we go. I have my headset up super loud now. So I can hear my alerts. I'm so sorry about that. Thank you so much for the tip, my dear. Blessings. You just make my day, sweetheart. Thank you. Okay. Now I'm gonna read the second part of it. I got a little distracted. I'm sorry. That was for doing a reading for my friend. Oh, that's really nice of you. Thank you. I hope she gains a lot of insight from it. It was such a good reading. Oh my gosh. Okay, but right now we're focusing on you. Okay. So as if a cloud has been lifted from your mind and your heart, you're beginning to see life from the perspective of your old self. You just went through a period where you gave up who you are to please another person. You buried your interests, ignored your friends, and tried to fit into another person's lifestyle. Now your old self is emerging. You're back. And as you recover your authentic self, your life and your personality are going through big changes. Hold tight and allow these changes to occur. The fairies ask you to trust that the parts of your life and personality that are falling away are inauthentic and false. And your last card is letting go. So that's confirming that for you, okay? To continue letting that go. You're on the right path. Know that you're building a solid foundation of truth and that everything is working out perfectly right now. And that's so good because that foundation of truth is leading us into the next card, which is peace of mind, right? Such a nice flow. Affirmation, I now give myself permission to be true to myself. And I like that. It's not saying I now give myself permission to be my true self, because it says awakening your true self. It's I now give myself permission to be true to myself. To make a note of that, because being true to yourself is allowing yourself to be your true self. I really like that. I really like that a lot. All right. I'm going to move into the next card, peace of mind. Here we go. Peace of mind. Card meaning, make peacefulness your highest priority. Commit to taking steps to ensure peace of mind and take those steps without delay. Can't wait to see what happens with this reading. It's really resonating a lot so far. Oh, good, good. I'm really glad. I always, my cards are always like, they're always on point. I really love that. Really, really love that. I have to catch Queenie up on how powerful your April reading was for me. Yeah, absolutely. That'll be a conversation. Because even just, I love the fact that you came back and we got to reflect upon it again. And then comparing it to the collective read we had was very, very flowing nicely. It was really good. Okay, we're going to get into the deeper meaning of peace of mind for you now. So peace of mind isn't something you have to earn or acquire, since your true self is already peaceful. Instead, it requires being like a sculptor with a block of marble who works with this material until the inner masterpiece is revealed. If you'll make peace of mind your main focus, you'll inevitably feel a great sense of relief. Steps that create peace of mind include being honest with yourself, living according to your inner guidance, being helpful and kind to others, practicing meditation or yoga, eating only healthful foods, avoiding toxins, maintaining healthy sleep habits, avoiding negative people and media, part of that letting go, surrendering your problems to God or to your higher self or a higher power, communing with nature, simplifying your life, and or saying no when you need to. It's still part of the boundaries. Saying no when you need to. That was really good. It's really good. So the affirmation for that card is, my mind is now peaceful, and I know that all of my needs are automatically taken care of. I can rest easily, assured that all is well. That's a really good one. So focus. See, because it's on your financial flow, it's everything is coming together. You're coming true to your own self here. So I think this is naturally going to lead to peace of mind. And as long as you continue to focus on your peace of mind and letting go of what no longer serves you, you're just gonna get to this amazing place. And again, the collective read had like the pleasure card. It had like those extreme amazing emotions. It had abundance. So it's all leading to this great place. It's so good. Like I'm almost feeling like, ooh, little chills again. Oh my goodness. What happened? I'll catch you up. Yeah, I left it in the chat for Peach, but it's such a funny story. It was quite a stream. It was an interesting stream, a really great read. The way it all connected together, because we got into animal spirit magic as well. I have animal books. So like if you see animals or whatnot, I can look them up and we can, see what kind of meaning or relevance they have for you. And there's animals involved and we pulled it up and it all just related really well. And then we all had like quite a fun buzz about it. I couldn't help it. Anyways, it was a good time. It was a really good stream. It really, really was. The bees. Yeah, the bees. Even that one is about letting go. It's like being a sculptor and chipping away to get the inner peace. The bees. Yeah. I was getting this amazing reading and then enjoying others' readings. And there was an entire swarm of bees outside. And then one got inside, right? She was live updating people because we're all like, oh my goodness. What are you doing with the bees? It's in your house, and oh my gosh. And the entire chat did explode with bee puns. It was so joyous and ridiculous and funny and entertaining. We were having a blast. We really, really were. Those bees, they made our day that day. I'm laughing so hard. It was a good time. I'm sure I gave like a really condensed story, but Queenie, once you hear the full story from Katia, like it was really funny and it was marvelous. And yeah, we were breaking out those dorky bee jokes in every way we could. Yeah, it was a good time. Mhm. So I'm going to repeat the affirmation for that one, just to make sure you had a chance to get it if you wanted to write it down before we move into letting go. Can we hear the director's cut? Yeah, it is really good. It's really good. I'm sure Katia will do a great job. All right, the affirmation. My mind is now peaceful, and I know that all of my words are automatically, all of my needs, sorry. And I know that all of my needs are automatically taken care of. I can rest easily, assured that all is well. And all is well. Oh, I just love it. All right, letting go. Letting go. See, look at me subconsciously putting off the letting go card. Yeah. Well, we're getting there right now. That's it. Letting go. Here we go. Really good one. It's just a great confirmation. I love it. I love like these two tie together really good. The awakening your true self and letting go tie in really good. And the financial flow and the peace of mind tie in really well. Okay. Letting go. You aren't receiving positive results because you're struggling too much to solve the problem. By letting go, you're opening yourself up to a miraculous resolution. Problems are caused by human thinking and action. That's why problems aren't solved by additional human thinking and action. When we think hard or struggle to resolve a crisis, things can actually get worse. By drawing this card, you are being asked to stop the human struggle. Stop thinking about the problem, since a focus on negativity can manifest even more negativity. Now that's like the third confirmation that's come up in today's stream, right? So we don't want to manifest more negativity. So therefore we focus on what we want to manifest, right? Okay, so say aloud or silently, I am willing to surrender this situation to my creator right now. That was in the collective reading. That was the last card, was surrender to the creator. Oh my gosh, okay. I love it. By affirming this statement, I'll repeat it. I am willing to surrender this situation to my creator right now. Oh my God, but remember how that parenting childhood card came out first? That's true. That's right, it did. By affirming this statement, so maybe some childhood stuff needs to be let go of still. Let it go, right? It's holding you back. You're so right. Now you're so right. I'm so glad that you remembered that, because I did say put a pin in that it wasn't in the reading, but that is what the focus is about. I like that. Yeah. It's all going to lead to really good things for you. Wow. So I am willing to surrender this situation to my creator right now. By affirming this statement, heaven is able to intervene on your behalf. You will instantly feel relief and will be gratified to see how easily and naturally the situation resolves itself. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Hi. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. It's been a while. I haven't done a stream for a long time, and I'm just trying to work on kind of getting back in. I've had some leveling up stuff going on, which has left my energies chaotic and crazy, but slowly trying to bring it back. And I'm due to have a nice conversation with Kari. So next time you see her, tell her I said hi and I give her a big hug. And I'm going to send her a really big message really soon to catch up. And that I love her and I miss her. Okay? Please do that for me. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay. So Katia, to finish off, Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope that you're doing well. I know I haven't been on anyone's stream for a while. I just sort of like disconnect from social media when I go through stuff. So that's sort of my MO. When you see me like disappear off social media, it's because stuff's been happening, but I always come back. I love you guys and I love it here, and I'll always, always come back. But I do have to work on my consistency. I will. Promise. We all have our things to work on. That's one of mine. Glad to see you around though. Yeah, it is good. It's good to be back. Oh my God, Peaches is amazing. I spent more than 10 years in therapy and my life working out this stuff. I feel a huge sense of relief to be reminded that I can just let it go and be more simple. Oh, good, good, good. I'm so happy to see that. You know, confirmations of our growth is really, really important, you know? And so sometimes life is so distracting, it's easy to forget. And so getting these little reminders is always just, it's so good. It's healthy, you know? So I'm glad that I'm glad that that's resonating for you. And it just makes me feel good to see it make you feel good too. I'm doing well, like you. Oh yes, yes. Oh my goodness, everything is just so fantastic. I'm doing well overall. Still in the U.S. That car is actually nice. A little bit of an explosive conversation today with someone that left me quite confused, but overall I cannot complain. Oh goodness. Well, my best advice to you, X, is that when somebody else is explosive, it's usually because of stuff they've got going on in their world that has nothing to do with you. So I don't know if that helps, but that's always a good reminder for me. And yeah, please feel free to join the queue. Right now, it's really small. You don't even have to hit exclamation join. Just let me know you want a reading, and I will. I'll do you one. No problem. I'm on for about another half an hour, mostly because it's 3:30 for me, and I have to pick up my man from work at about 4:30. So at around 4 o'clock, I'll be starting to tie things up so that I can pick him up on time. Although he's fine if I'm 5 minutes late. He's an IT manager, so he's always got shit to do. It's exclamation join. Yeah, you betcha. So perfect. Thank you for joining the queue, Queenie. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. And Ryan, if you want in, feel free to join in. I can probably squeeze in both of you before I have to go if you want. And you're so very welcome. Did you want me to reread that last affirmation to you again? That's enough for me to reflect on. I'd like to just sit with it. Okay? Yeah, no problem. Look at that. I ask a question and it's like you answer it, right? Before I even ask it. Oh, my phone's ringing. No, we're just going to say no to that call. Okay, let's see. I'm ready to move on to the next person. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We will do that. Yeah, I'm just keeping my chin up and moving past it as best as I can. Good, good. And it's the only thing you can do, really, you know? Reflect on it, see what's there for you to learn from it, and then let it go. Let it go, let it go. Do not carry it. Find the peace in the moment. And let that shit go. That's how we find happiness. You just, like Lizzo says, you know, just gotta give 0 fucks. No worries if not. Also, Car is booting up the PC. Yay! Okay, right on. Exciting. Nice. I got it all written down. Thank you so much. Okay, good. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'll pop this over here. Well, her laptop. Well, that's okay. All right, because you're probably using her PC. I could be wrong, but you know, I assume. Only so many computers to go around, you know. We ain't all rich. Yes, I've stolen the Pizziva here. Perfect. Oh, Pizziva, thank you so much for giving Queenie a sub. That's so awesome. You're so giving. I love it. Thank you so much. I know she is a sweetheart, isn't she? That's awesome. Let it go like Elsa, right? Let it go. Let it go. And that's about all the singing I'm going to do for right now. Yeah. Do that for your sake as well as mine. gives so much love. She does. She is a sweetheart, and she is on such a beautiful, beautiful journey. It's awesome. We love you, Katia. You have so much energy to give the world. Let yourself shine, Katia. Do it. Yes. Queenie is next. All right, so Queenie, I always do a vibrational cleaning with sound. So while I do that, just let me know what kind of reading you would like. General reading, it's no problem. Of course, we can always do more specific, like a love reading or a future read or a career read. Okay, so just let me know, or if there's a specific question or situation. But you're safe to just do a general read as well. Okay? All right. I want the tea. I want a general romance meeting. Okay. Tea coming up, my dear. Mm. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my Queen of the Moon for this love reading for you. You know all my tea. Okay, I'm here for it then. Excellent. Hi, Corey. Hi. It's been so long, and I'm sorry. I feel like that's partially my fault, and I'm gonna catch up with you like really, really, really soon. I promise. I missed you too. We're due for combos. I was saying it before you got here. I tend to just kind of shut down when I'm going through stuff, and it's something I'm working through to be able to allow myself to allow people to be there for me instead of shutting myself off and going through everything alone, which is a bad habit of mine because I'm growing and leveling up too. So I was just saying, not tea, and I'm working on it. Okay, it's been both of us. We've both been dealing with shit. Yeah, I know you've been going through a lot too. So I'm anxious to catch up. We'll have to do that really soon when we can, when works for both of us. You just let me know. Okay, I'm going to bring it back and focus on Queenie. Queenie. Take a moment, Queenie. Do me a favor and focus your energy. Focus on what kind of love, like if you're focusing on a specific guy or if you're just wanting that general, it doesn't just focus on what you want to get from the reading, from the love reading, okay? All right, what messages do we have for Queenie in the love department? In the romance. Wow. Love department for Queenie. Give her some tea. Oh, fruition. That's good stuff, right? It's coming to a fruition for you. That's good. See what else we got going on with that. What else do we have for Queenie? With the fruition. I like that fruition. What else we got? What's this? Ooh, new beginnings, new path, leading to sunnier, brighter days. I like that. Very, very nice. Whatever's coming to fruition for you, it's definitely completing a cycle. You got the full moon, and you just got look at the headpiece. You got all that abundance coming through for you. But there is a new path there for you to walk through. Doesn't like the card shows like you haven't quite walked that path yet though, right? Because she's just right at the bottom there. So she hasn't moved forward onto the path. Oh my God, I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm sorry if you hear screaming from children. I live next door to a daycare and I have the windows closed, but sometimes they get really loud. And they cry and scream because they're kids and they do that. So if you hear some kids screaming in the background, I'm not that kind of witch, I promise. It's just the daycare. Fabulous new path. Looks at Katia. Oh, she knows what that means for herself. I love that. I don't hear anything. You good? Okay, good. I could hear this one kid just shriek. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, this one wants to come out. What do we got? Growth. This new path is leading to growth for you. There's one more card to come out for you. Anything else to come out here? Oh, this one wants to come out. Boundaries. Theme. I tell you, this card loves to come out for everyone. We all need to work on our boundaries. Okay? So whatever's going on in your love life, this is all really great. It really, really is. You definitely need to, focus on making sure you're understanding what your boundaries are. My throat. So that's telling me that you're having a problem communicating your boundaries. So that's going to be really important for you to focus on whatever relationship comes in or you're working on right now. Okay. But overall, it's all really good, right? We've got the fruition, harvest moon. So that means all of this abundance is coming into you. It's all blooming and blossoming. This new path in front of you, take it, don't be afraid of it. It's leading to sunnier days for you and away from black nights, dark skies, and into this sparkly new path. It just requires you to, take a bit of action to get there. But it's going to lead to this amazing growth for you. Amazing growth for you. Just as long as you're vocalizing and understanding what your boundaries are. That's going to be the important part here for you. And as long as you're being true to yourself and your boundaries and speaking your boundaries, everything is, you're going to personally grow from whatever relationship is falling towards you. So if you're not in a relationship yet, one is probably coming to you I would say pretty soon, actually. Maybe summer romance or something. Or if you're already in a relationship, then the boundaries that's coming out last is definitely just what you need to focus on, and then allow it all to happen and allow that growth to come to you. Oh my God, blushing. You should blush. You should blush. Absolutely. Let's close this. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. And I did a collective reading earlier that definitely had like the pleasure card upside down, which is like meant lots of pleasure coming. It had the extremes, the hot moon right after it. So it's all like hot and steamy pleasure coming in the near future. And one of the main cards for the ending too was abundance. So you enjoy that. Make sure you come back and share some of that tea later on, hey? Beautiful. I hope that resonated for you and I hope that helps. And just remember those boundaries. Be authentic to yourself. Don't people please. Be true to yourself and you're going to have a truly rewarding and get a lot of growth from this relationship. Yeah. Yeah, how funny is this? Just all the context. Literally, that was such a good reading. Excellent. Glad. I'm so happy when the cards resonate. They always seem to for me. It's good. So I think we're bouncing Queenie out, and I believe it is X's turn. Yes? Oh, what am I doing? Oh my gosh. Smoke another one, girl. Didn't even smoke one. But I put myself in my own queue. Yeah. Words. Talk about needing to focus. I think it's exclamation lead. If I want to take myself out. Let's find out. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Confirming some information for myself. All right, I am ready for this. Perfect. Do a reading for yourself then? Yeah, I do those all the time. I play with my cards almost every single day. And most of the time I post them, but lately they've just been a bit more just for me. So I'm going to get back into that. Definitely. Getting back into a lot of stuff. It's good. It's good. The energies are shifting for me this week and it feels great. Let me tell you. Yeah, I think or when I hit next, it takes you out of the queue. So you don't need to worry about that, Queenie. But thank you. Thank you so much. No problem. No problem. I'm so glad that meant a lot for you and resonated for both of you. Oh, shoot. You know what? I forgot to take a picture of that too. All of the readings. I have to get into that. If you want your reading to go in, like I made a new text channel in my Discord called Stream Reads. So if you want, just let me know because I don't remember and I could take a picture and post it there, and that way you can always go back for reference. Okay. And you can check the VOD, yes, because I turned them back on, but I turned them back on after I started the stream. So I don't know if it'll kick in for the stream. Hopefully it will. I need to attend to my rowdy dogs. Wishing everyone an amazing reading and good vibes. Thank you, Katia. Back at you. Hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for being here. Mwah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did refresh. Thanks for pointing that out. That's good. It works out that I had an echo, right? Yeah, meant to be. Right? Yes. Didn't even think of that. Everything happens for a reason. Love you too, Katia. Thank you so much for everything. You have a wonderful day. We love you. We'll see you soon. Okay, Ryan. Bring it back to you, love. And let me know if you just want a general reading or a specific read, maybe about this call you just dealt with or whatnot. You just let me know, love, and we'll figure it out. Okay, specifically about this situation. All right, right on. Is there a specific deck that you'd like? I got my Queen of the Moon ones out and my Fairy ones out. And like I just changed my setup, so I don't have all my cards here. I got the Earth Magic and I got the Witch's Wisdom as well. I'm not feeling the Witch's Wisdom though. And I'm not feeling the Fairies so much with this one either. I personally am either feeling the Queen or the Earth Magic. Let me know which one works for you. Whichever one is going to be the most brutal, straightforward. I just need the blunt truth. Okay, no problem. Well, let's stick with Queen of the Moon. Queen of the Moon tends to be fairly blunt compared to Earth Magic. We'll start there. Okay, actually, really cool. I gotta snooze this. We've got an ad coming in a couple minutes. There we go. Okay. Okay, so Brian, do me a favor and just focus on the situation and what happened and what you want to get from the reading, okay? Just focus your energy on that for me. What messages do we have for the closest situation? What's the blunt truth? What's the messages coming through for Ryan? Well, they all fell face down, so it's not those. Let's try again. What messages do we have coming through for Ryan? This explosive situation. Do a cut. Do a cut and see what comes up for you. All right. Ready? First one is resilience. That one is about, I mean, if you look at it, right, she's carrying that gnarly bag, right? But that gnarly bag is her past. Not in the sense that it's her trauma she's carrying. This is her wisdom. This is her bag of wisdom. Because if you look at it, even though it looks gnarly, it's all full of life. There's leaves, there's growth, right? And she doesn't look unhappy carrying that. Like that's her wisdom, right? So this card is telling you to like look within from what your own experience and your own wisdom a little bit here in order to help you with this new situation. Okay? It's also calling for some action. So whatever is going on here, don't be stale about it. Don't sit on it. You got to move with it. It's going to lead to creating the result that you want. I mean, if you want to get to the result that you want, it's creation, right? So you have the power of creation here. And again, you know, 2 full moons here. So you've got completions, right? So I think you need to trust yourself in whatever action you take. Stay focused on what you want to create from it. So if you want to create disharmony, your action can create disharmony. If you want to create harmony, your action can create harmony. So you have the power of choice here, right? So that's why I think it's starting off with like you bringing it back to your information, your feelings, how you feel with it, not what anybody else feels about it, not what that other person feels about it. Take that all right out, because the only thing you can control in your life is you, your journey, your growth, what you need to get from it. So this is really bringing it back and trusting, like resilience is trusting, staying true to yourself and beliefs, stay true to how you feel like you are on the right path. Exactly. Exactly, Kari. Thank you. Because that's what the resilience is telling you, is like you're on the right path. Trust in your own information. Validate yourself there, right? And then, yeah, then you get to choose what actions you take to create whatever outcome you want. You're in control here. Okay. I really like that. And on the bottom of the deck, we got surrender upside down. So surrender to you, surrender the whole problem. Right? Because the surrender card is also about like giving it up to a higher power. So stop focusing on it and focusing on the problem so much, because and let it go, right? Let it go and trust yourself, because when we focus on the problem, then we're harmonizing to that frequency of the problem, and then we're manifesting more of that problem because we're pulling in more of that energy because we're focusing on that energy. So the trick is to surrender it, let it go, and then you're not focusing on the problem, you're focusing on the solution, which is why this action creation card came out together, because you can choose how it goes, right? Know your truths, yeah. Okay, I think I understand what they're telling me. To stay steadfast in my opinions and decisions. Yeah. Kari's intuition is pretty bang on. So that's good. That's good, 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 good. But yeah, that's basically like, don't focus so much on the problem because you're just going to pull in more problems. Stay true to your beliefs. Absolutely. And then be careful with the actions you take, though, because the actions you take will create the outcome, right? That's right. It is your Virgo intuition. Plus, you're very spiritual. You have a lot of strong ancestors there with you. Strong spirit team. So I hope. Do you want me to take a picture of that? Oh, I remembered. Yay me. You want me to take a picture of that and put it in the Discord under the stream reads so you can come back and reflect on it at any time? Okay, perfect. Give me a hot second, I'll do that. Okay, and go into Discord. And okay, we're gonna go at, I don't know if you're in mine, are you? I'm not sure if you're in there. So I'm just gonna say for just X and add the photo. There you go. All right. There you go. It's in there. Perfect. All right, so the read is in there for you, my dear, so you can go back and reflect anytime. I like doing this now. I want to get in the habit of doing this for everybody's reads, because that way we can always, any of us, go back and reflect. You can go back and reflect on your reading. I can go back and reflect on your reading. And then we can compare. Like when you're getting a new reading, we can look back if it's on the same situation and be like, well, look at the progression that we've had, right? Okay, I've got an ad starting in 20 seconds. So what I'm going to do is use that opportunity to go to the ladies' room. And as soon as I come back, I'll do my final read for today, which is for you, Kari, my internet daughter. Mwah! I'll be back. All right, I'm coming back here. Anyway, perfect. Yes, no problem. You're very, very welcome. I'm so happy to see you both in here today, too. It's great. It's been a while, and I'm just kind of getting back in the flow of things, and it feels really, really good. Feels good. Sort of makes me upset with myself for waiting so long to come back. I have to really try not to do that to myself. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, my dear. I appreciate it. General reading because I don't know what to even ask. No problem. General read it is. Yes, thank you so much for the follow. Adome or Adomi. Not sure how you pronounce it. But hopefully I one of those two is right. Adome. I got it. Perfect. I did have it right. Woo! I trust my intuition a little bit more. Always a work in process. Progress in process. Use your words, Marie. Use your words. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for the follow. I do have to leave pretty soon because I have the car and I have to pick up my man from work. So unfortunately, I'm about to do my last reading for today. But I am going to be back again, hopefully tomorrow. I don't think I have anything else going on tomorrow. So theoretically, I should be able to stream again tomorrow. And so hopefully you can make it back in and we can get a read for you. I would love that. Or just chill and lurk and watch and oh, okay. You do have an internet son now. Wow, I've missed so much. I've missed so much. We're gonna have to catch up soon. I missed how the family has expanded. Welcome in, but don't call me grandma. Okay, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm nobody's internet grandma. I'm internet mom. Okay, it's mom. Mom. Okay. I'm gonna do a cleansing of the energies. I gotta get back on track here because I do have to head out pretty quick. Grandmom. Okay, I mean, if you must, I can take it. I can take a razzing. I can take it. I kind of knew as soon as I said don't do that, that I was like, why are you even saying that? Because now you know they're going to call you grandma. The way psychology works. No. Okay, Kari, my sweet, my sweet. I'm bringing my energies back just for you. We're doing a general read for you. I'm not feeling my Queen of the Moon cards. They're getting put away for this one. I'm going to my Earth Magic for you today. That's what I'm doing for my triple Earth gal is getting the Earth cards. That's what I'm feeling. We're going to do that. Okay. Cleanse the energies. Well, your intuition is quite on par today, Kari. Make a note of that. Beautiful. Okay. So, Kari, darling, just do me a favor and focus. Just focus your energies on what you'd like to get from the reading, okay? I need to hear today. Well, the first one up is Island Solitude. Interesting. See what else comes with it. What else do we have coming up here? Ooh, that one fucking flew right out. We've got Ego Communion. And that came out reversed, so it's something you really like. There's a communion. Oh, that seems interesting. If we're looking at this as like past, present, future, you were coming from a place of solitude. I feel like you're currently in a communion. What other messages do we have for Kari today? What does Kari need to hear today, please? We've got breach. It's about breaching your emotions. One more. Is there one more for Kari today? I'm going to pull the book out and read these for you. What else do I have for Kari? One more. Milky Way Perspective came out in reverse. That's about changing your perspective, which goes along with the breach, because it's breaching the walls of the limits that you are creating for yourself. All right, let's take a little bit of a deeper look for you, my dear. We're going to go into Island. We're going to read that one out for you. 83. Just because I find that pretty fascinating. Okay. The cards always make sense, even when I'm like, oh, interesting. All right. So, the description of the card itself, Island Solitude. The solitary tree on this island, surrounded by the glassy sea, can evoke different feelings depending on one's perception and beliefs. The tree, which is in full blossom, and it's illuminated by a beam of light emerging from the otherwise dark sky. It's an elegant reminder of how even in what might appear to be relatively barren circumstances, there is still beauty and growth. Although an island like this can be a metaphor for isolation and desolation, the thriving tree proves that even in the harshest of environments, there is life. We can see the tree's spider-like roots spreading out along the rocks. You can see that. Oh, my neck just cracked. Holy crap. Let's see. We can see the tree's spider-like roots spreading out along the rocks, seeking nourishment from the moist soil. The sense of peace and solitude depicted in this image provides nourishment for the soul. So I'm going to get into the deeper meaning, but I do feel like this is maybe just a solitude in a different essence, just pulling away from a certain situation that's probably not good for you, that kind of solitude. So you need to take some time for solitude, preferably in silence. Spend the morning, afternoon, or even the entire day by yourself, completely unplanned and unstructured. The bombardment of your senses by the noise and intensity of society leaves you on alert far more than is necessary. The vibration of millions of people's worry and fear throughout the world can impinge upon you and greatly affect you if you do not honor your need to pull back from time to time. Wow, those words were almost exact. When you have passed through any self-constructed barriers to enjoying the quiet peace of solitude, it will serve you best if you simply observe the thoughts and emotions that pass through you, especially those that cause shortness of breath or a quickening heartbeat. Remember that isolation is experienced not by choice, but out of fear. When you decide to spend time with yourself in solitude, however, you are choosing to once again find and connect with who you really are. Now, I love that because that last line, find and connect with who you really are. And then the next one is communion. So this is about your communion with yourself. This is all about you. That's good. It can be intense, but that means you're leveling up. And that's good. It's good. Okay, Eagle Communion. Okay, so the description of the card itself, past isolation. Okay, it's also saying I'm overstimmed because a lot has been asked of me lately. I'm getting that vibe too. I'm glad that it's resonating for you that way. Because that was the first kind of vibe I got, was that it wasn't pulling away necessarily from from X or anything like that. That wasn't the vibe I got. It was pulling back from something else. And that makes sense. All right, Eagle Communion. Let's see how this one resonates for you. So the description of the card. So here the man and the eagle make contact through their eyes and spirits. The man has performed a ceremonial calling to Eagle Brother, who now comes to him as a familiar friend. It's an intimate relationship between human being and feathered being, one of both spirit and flesh. Yet it's ultimately this deep spiritual kinship that connects them, formed from the recognition of the sacredness of this bond. Eagle spirit is often associated with the highest and noblest, encouraging us to let our spirits soar. Through this communion, we know that we can touch the sky. We know that we can be more than just two-legged creatures clinging to the ground. We're intimately related to all of life on the planet, and it's through communing with any expression of life that we realize how vitally connected we all are. So whether you experience a heartfelt communion with some physical expression of life, plant, animal, human, or anything else, it is only then that you can truly feel how your life force is similar to the life force that is all around you. An essence is articulated into the physical world in a multiple of ways. That is the same in everything and everyone, although it manifests in various shapes and characteristics. This essence is spirit emanating from the core of all things. The communion with nature is essential for you now. Take some time to do an open-eyed meditation with any nearby animal or plant. Relax your body as much as possible, breathe consciously, and keep your attention on the life form you are communing with. After a few moments, you will notice a sense of the boundaries dissolving, a melding of the I and thou. You may even receive messages or impressions as you find yourself in the flow of unspoken communications. Why the cards always tell me to chill the fuck out? Because Virgos tend to be needing to be reminded to chill the fuck out. I say that with all the love. We're going to go to whale breach. But they are always reminding you to take a breath and slow down, because you care so much about everybody. And you allow your heart to get very, very involved. And that can take a lot on you. It can be taxing emotionally and spiritually, right? So it's good to step back. It's good to take time out. That's what I've just been going through as well, right? I just step back, take some time, bring myself back to myself a little bit, and then I can move forward with an overflowing cup. Oops, I'm staring in the eye. An overflowing cup rather than depleting my cup, right? Okay, 149 breach. Let me try to get through this a little bit faster here. There we go. Whale breach. So this powerful creature of the ocean takes a few great sweeps with his fins and propels himself briefly out of the waters, where he spends the majority of his life. He's taking a break from the ordinary earth element in which he lives to exist even for a few moments in the realm of blue skies and sun, having broken through the skin of the ocean in a magnificent display of fullness and strength. All baleen whales breach, but none more spectacularly than the humpbacks, considered the acrobats of this family. They arc, they stretch and twist their bodies even as they approach the surface of the water in what may be an ancient mating ritual, a form of communication, or even a way to remove parasites. In this image, the humpback whale that has burst out of the ocean expresses an almost palpable feeling of release and joy. Often when we manage to change our environment, to break through illusory blockages, we experience an intense feeling of relief and can let go of any previously held fears and assumptions of what would happen once we did overcome that barrier, whether it's material, emotional, or mental. Simply getting away from the trance of technology for a few hours or spending that time in nature is a breach from the trappings of civilization that can suffocate us and prevent us from connecting to the earth. Now, I'm going to get into the deeper meaning of this card, but this one is confirming both card 1 and 2. That you need to unplug a little bit. Okay, so you got to take that message seriously. Okay, so it is time to take a break. That's the first line. I'm not even lying to you. I know we can see that. Time to take a break. Not just a coffee break, but a respite from the usual environment you find yourself in. That trip you wanted to take, go for it. Tired of being indoors? Make it a point to get outside. You have become so attached to your surroundings that you have created within them an illusion of safety. Yet it is not these things that make you feel safe. Rather, the familiarity you have imbued in your surroundings have generated this false sense of security. Taking time away from the familiar is literally about changing your external environment in a significant way, such as doing something unusual, or perhaps something you have always wanted to experience. Another perspective is breaking through the barrier of beliefs that have constricted you in any way from being who you truly are. This is your opportunity to do some intentional breaching of these thought patterns, which will open you to different worlds and perspectives. And that leads to the next card, which is Milky Way perspective. Oh my God. All right. I'm just going to get into it because I'm looking at the time. I might could wait a few minutes, but this has got to be read. All right. 101. I'm just going to read this and then I'll catch up with any chat. Okay, Milky Way perspective. The Milky Way is said to be one of billions of galaxies in the observable universe. It contains between 200 to 400 billion stars, the one most familiar to us being the Sun. The oldest star in our galaxy is 13.2 billion years old, said to be nearly as old as the universe itself. And the Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. Distances are measured in light years, and the Milky Way galaxy is believed to be 100,000 light years in diameter. The enormity and vastness stagger the mind and challenge the imagination, yet it also gives us some notion of where we fit in all of this. Considered from this perspective, our usual frame of reference is put to the task. We're faced with a choice of abandoning our myopic vision in favor of seeing and accepting the bigger picture, or we can just allow ourselves to be overwhelmed by a sense of smallness and helplessness. Yet know that we're composed of material from those very stars that inhabit the Milky Way. Thus, we're connected to Earth and the entire universe at all times in life and death. Okay? So the deeper meaning is you have lost your perspective. So it is time to step back, breathe, and allow yourself to detach in order to gather information from your senses and regain your perspective about the situation. Detachment does not mean that you no longer care. It simply indicates that you're looking at things from a different point of view. It is an outlook that is not clouded by emotions, judgment, or attachment to outcome, but instead maintains a non-reactive awareness of these things. The witness, that internal aspect of yourself that simply observes everything in your life, offers his or her eyes here. Through these lenses of pure awareness, you can examine all aspects of your experiences, physical, emotional, and mental, without denying anything. By doing so, you will come to understand a greater perspective than is typically justified by the ego, which allows you to see what is before you with clear vision and an open mind. I just looked down at the table. I've been doing so much unplugging, I guess I gotta do more. I think so, because I mean, honestly, I felt like I was regurgitating the same message with each card. It's basically saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You take some time, commune with nature, and find that different perspective. It's going to help you. Ryan, take her for a walk outside or something. I don't know. But a change of perspective, it definitely had a lot of like going outside. So go for a walk, look at the trees, touch grass, right? And yeah, I would definitely do that. Definitely do that, honey. 'Cause I've done a lot of readings where there's a message, but when it's like regurgitating the same one with each card, you got to take that serious, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm allergic to mosquito bites. Oh, no way. Yeah, my sister's like that too. And she's Virgo. I just thought of that. When she gets bit, it's just like she turns huge. Oh my goodness. You know what we can do? We can look into some natural insect repellents. I love shit like that. When I went to a esthetician class, my main project was alternative skin care or sun protection, because a lot of people don't like sunscreen because it's greasy. So I did like my whole project on alternatives, natural alternatives. So I kind of like really enjoy researching stuff like that. Eater syndrome. Honestly, anything that will stop it. Well, I'd be willing to bet like there's some kind of a like natural oil, like essence oil, that they probably really don't like. Rather than using like that DEET stuff that just is probably chemical crap that's no good for you to absorb into your skin anyway, and smells like shit. Right? Okay, Kari, I'm going into the Discord. For Kari. What's my app function not working? Am I not doing it right? Whatever. I don't have time to figure this out right now. Always wants to mess up when I'm busy doing stuff. Okay, for Kari, there you go, my dear. There's your reading in the Discord, so we can look back on that and fucking laugh because that was funny. I couldn't help but laugh. I just couldn't help but laugh. I mean, I couldn't. I really just, that was like one of the first times where just reading a new card basically said the same thing as the last. So, anyways, I do need to head out. Oh shit, yeah, it's like almost 4:20. My man's gonna work in 10 minutes, and it'll probably take me about 15-20 with rush hour to get there. So, I'll send him a quick text. He's fine, no worries. He knows I love him and I'm getting him. But I thank you all for being here today. I really, really appreciate everybody's presence today, especially because I haven't streamed for a while. And of course, it's always a little nerve-wracking sort of getting back on the horse. So thank you. And yeah, hopefully if everything goes good, I should be back tomorrow because I'm going to work on being a bit more consistent with at least trying to stream once or twice a week. I don't have any interviews and I don't think I have any appointments tomorrow. So really there's just no darn reason why I can't do some streaming tomorrow afternoon. So I'm going to kick my own butt and make sure I'm here for everybody. Bye, Domi. I hope a dome. I don't know why I said it the wrong way. Please come back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get a chance to read for you, my dear. I'd love the opportunity. X, you're very, very welcome. And thank you. I'm having a fantastic day. And I appreciate you. I hope you're all having a great day as well. Thank you, Kari. I love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I will hopefully see you very, very soon.